best friends. I know. It's been a while, and I feel bad. I feel really bad about it. I do. And I've missed talking to you guys, but to be honest, I just haven't really known what to say. And every time I said anything, it just felt like stupid, and I didn't want to waste your time. And so I've filmed like 3 videos just to post here, and then I don't post them because I'm like, okay, well, they don't want to hear this. And that's none of my business. If you want to hear it or not, you know, like, if you don't want to hear it, you'll click off, and that's it. Like, it shouldn't be that big of a deal in my head, because, you know, it shouldn't be that big of a deal. Like, we're friends, you know, like, I listen to my friends talk about bullshit a lot of the time, and sometimes we just sit there and look at each other. We don't have to say anything. So maybe I can just make a video like that. I don't know. It's been a weird week. And a weird month and a half, just because we've been traveling so much, and then we got home, and it's just been like chaos. And you guys know, when my house is dirty, my mind is not clean. My mind is not there. I need my house to be at least somewhat presentable. And if it's not, I'm not okay. I'm not okay. And it's been a disaster. Like, you can't even set anything down on the counter because it's full of stuff. Just terrible. It's terrible, you guys. It's terrible. And I've just been needing like a kick in the pants somehow, some way of doing something. I just don't know how or what. And obviously, like, I know I need to sleep more. I know. And I'm not going to talk about that for right now, just because it's something I don't feel like ready to do or ready to talk about. I don't know. I'm not ready to talk about that. But I don't know. You guys. I don't know what to say. I took my nails off last night. I'm going to redo them again today. Do something fun. But yeah, you guys, I don't know. And there's another thing that I'm starting today that I want to talk about, because it's going to be something that I talk about, but at the same time, it's like, you know how when you start something new, you're like, I don't want to tell anybody about it. Not just because like, oh, I don't want to jinx it, but just like, I don't want to say it and then not do it. But I've done it once before. So, and some of you are already like, ding, 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 I know what it is. But I've done it already before once. Why not be able to do it again? You know, if I could do it one time with a little baby, like a little toddler, I would totally be able to do it now, right? Whatever. I'll just tell you because we're friends and I can tell you stuff like that. And before anybody tells me not to, just remember, this is my business. Okay? I just recently met Tabitha Brown at Veg Fest, and that's what she always says. She says, because that's my business. And this is my business, okay? So please, before anybody is like, don't do it, this is my business. I'm just letting you know. I'm not asking permission. I'm telling, okay? I am starting, I don't even want to say it. Oh my God, okay. I'm starting 75 hard again. I know. And when I say again, that doesn't mean like, oh, I quit last time or I gave up. I did it. I've done 75 hard, okay? And when I tell you it is hard, I mean it's genuinely really, really hard. And I've talked about in the past just how much it effed me up to do. And like, I did 75 hard. I lost a bunch of weight, completely recompositioned my body. I was looking so good. I was feeling great, but I'm such an all or nothing personality girl to where it's like 75 hard isn't even that hard for me, because once I turn it on, I can do all, okay? But the problem is, once I stopped doing 75 hard, once it was over, I did nothing, because I was like, just my body and mind were just in shock of like, okay, so now we have all this freedom, let's just F off. And then, sorry, I was peeling off the peely base and some of it's still like, but anyway, I was messed up afterwards because I just went straight into binging out on all the things that I couldn't have during 75 hard. And if you guys don't know, 75 hard is a plan. It's a mental toughness challenge that clearly doesn't work. Some people want to say all day long, oh, it's not a weight loss thing. It's a weight loss thing. Okay. Like, it's a weight loss thing. And, anybody who says that has nothing to do with it is just like a liar straight from the pit of hell. So the rules are, you have to pick a diet, any diet, and stick to it. You cannot have any cheat meals or alcohol. You have to do 2 45-minute workouts every day. One of them has to be outside. TBH, I don't do that part because I just don't. I still do 2 45-minute workouts, but like, that's my business. So, oh no, you never did 75 hard then. Shut up. Yes, I did. Goodbye. And then you have to read 10 pages of a book every day and drink a gallon of water every day and take a progress picture every day. Okay. So there are rules. The last time I did it, my diet was gluten sensitive, so I could eat sourdough bread, but I couldn't have any like gluten, you know, like regular pasta, regular bread, things like that. But I wouldn't say it was gluten-free because I did have sourdough, which technically is not gluten-free, but so I was gluten sensitive. I am vegan, and I said no mock meats, no fake cheese, no mayo, no butter, and only raw foods before 3 p.m. That was a lot. Okay, bestie, that was a lot. And I did it. But I don't know it. That's a lot. It's a lot, you know? So those rules are going to be a little bit different this time. Not like the general rules, but just the diet thing is going to be slightly different this time. I'm not going to be doing the like gluten sensitive thing. Just because I'm not gluten-free, like I don't have celiac disease or anything like that. So, I'm going to be able to eat like regular pasta, regular bread if I want to. 95% of the time I make a gluten-free choice anyway, because I prefer sourdough bread and I prefer like bonza noodles and things like that. But I can have it if I need it, right? If I need to. And then, yeah, no mayo, no butter. And here's the thing. I don't know. I'm not going to do any fake cheese, but I'm not sure about the mock meats because there is a lot of protein there. So I might allow mock meats just because of the protein thing. Because there's only so much tofu a girl can eat. There's only so much. Okay. So I don't know. It's my first day, so I'll decide once I'm in the gym on the treadmill. I'll figure it out. And I'll write it down, and then I'll stick to that. And then whatever diet I come up with, I have to stick to. But it's going well so far. So I had a blender bottle full of water. And then I was like, Rosie, can you buckle yourself in the car seat? And she was like, sure. And I was like, okay, cool. I have to run back inside. So I ran back inside, profusely, projectilely vomited all the water back up into the sink because I couldn't make it to the toilet. Projectile, okay? And so I was just like, like, Okay, good start. Oh my gosh, it's so funny. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened, but it hit me different today, that water, and I just freaking threw up. So the only thing that prevents me on the daily from doing 75 hard, because I've thought about it a few times and doing it again, but the only thing that prevents me from it is the alcohol thing. No alcohol for 75 days is lame. I'm telling you, it is lame. And if you are like a no alcohol person, that's fine. But when you are an alcohol person surrounded by alcohol people, it sounds so weird to say an alcohol person, but like, you know what I'm trying to say. When you drink alcohol and you're surrounded by other people who drink alcohol and then you don't drink, and you have to be around all of their drunk asses, it's just like so boring and lame, and they're all so stupid. And like when you're drinking, it's fine because you're stupid too, but it's just like when they're not, you're like, oh my God, like just get me out of here. And then when you're doing 75 hard, it's not like you can just stand in the corner and eat good snacks, you know? It's not. So you're like, I have to go. It's like being pregnant. It's like, why would I freaking go? You know, like I just don't. Last time I did 75 hard, I isolated hard for like a solid 2 months. I did not see any of my friends. And it ended up causing some shit in my friend groups because they were just like, you're ignoring us. You don't like us. You're being like a bitch. And I was like, shit. And I couldn't be around people. And so I was looking at doing 75 hard and I was just like, damn, like now's not a good time because I would be finished on, I think December 4th would be my last day. I'm not 100% sure, but I think December 4th would be my last day. And that means that Thanksgiving, don't even get me started. Thanksgiving and Halloween and like going up north to visit my parents, and I would have no alcohol for all of that. Ow. Boring. My God. So I was like, well, now is not going to work. Now is not going to work because of that. But you know what? I knew last night that I was going to make this decision, even though I have not thought about it in months. But I knew I was going to make the decision because I DoorDashed some wine. And I did that because I had like alcohol at home that I could have had. But I was like, wine is the one thing that I miss having while I'm doing 75 hard because I just love drinking a glass of wine. I love that. There's something about drinking wine that's so much better than drinking like a vodka, you know, like it's a wine. And so I ordered myself some wine and I was like, oh no, it's going to happen, isn't it? And you know what? I will also say this. I completely 100% absolutely positively reserve my right to change my mind at any point in time. I can change my mind later today and be like, yeah, I'm not doing 75 hard. I can change my mind at any time. Okay? But I don't think I'm going to. If it becomes too much for me mentally and I'm just like, yeah, this sucks, I'm not going to do it. But I've done it once, so I know I can do it. It's just a matter of like doing it again. But something's got to change, you guys. And it's right now I'm doing nothing because I'm all or nothing. Right now I'm doing nothing. And so I figure trying to do all is better than not doing anything in this moment. So, and I know some of you guys are just like, oh, just cringing, because I do. Like when I see people doing 75 hard, it literally makes me cringe because it's like a multi-level marketing company where I see it and I'm just like, oh no, because I've done it and I know and I've experienced it and I know how hard the crash can be. I gained like 20 pounds in a month the last time that I stopped doing 75 hard because I was like, ba-ba, like, I don't know what to do. But I don't know if I'll do that again this time because I'm prepared for it. But doing something right now is better than doing nothing, bestie. I took my pictures this morning and I was like, girl, not even aesthetically, okay? Like aesthetically, whatever, my body's cute. But health-wise, it's just like, bestie, what are you doing? Health-wise, it's just something has to change, right? It has to change. So doing 75 something is better than doing 75 nothing at this point. And even if I only make it 30 days and then Halloween comes around and I'm like, I'm going to drink and I'm going to quit doing 75 hard, then it's whatever. And, yeah, you know, it's better than nothing. And once I start, I really have a hard time quitting just because it's me. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just hoping for the best, expecting the worst. The only things that I do differently in 75 hard that some people would be like, oh, you're not really doing it. And I get it. Like the people here's the thing about 75 hard too. The people are fucking nuts. Like there's this one guy, I read a post in like a Reddit or something, and he was like, it was a hurricane outside and I took my stationary bike onto the patio and I biked for 45 minutes in the hurricane because one of our 45-minute workouts has to be outside. Friend, that's weird. that's dedication, but it's weird. Okay, it's not for me. I'm not about to do that. I will try my best to have one of my workouts be outside every day and like walk the dog or, you know, just do something easy like that. But I'm not going to force myself. If it's December 1st and it's negative 10 degrees, I'm not going to be like, I'm going to go outside. I'm just not. I'm sorry. It's not going to happen. So that's one thing I do differently. And then the other thing is that I did differently last time is you have to read 10 pages a day of a self-development book, and audiobooks don't count. And I did not read self-development. I just read like books, you know, regular books. And I don't know what I'll read this time. I'll probably do a little bit of both, self-development as well as like a fiction book or whatever. But anyway, bestie, I just wanted to tell you that because it's something that's going to be brought up, and I'm going to be talking about it on my Instagram. It helps to keep me accountable, you know? And it's just so hard, like, too, another thing that I see a lot is I see people trying to do 75 hard, and I see them, like, post every day, right? Every single day. And then they get to, like, day 55 or 63, and then I never see them post about it again because something happened and they failed. And it makes me so frustrated because I'm just like, you were so close. So close. What happened when you have 75 days and you're at day 63 and then you quit? What happened? You have 12 days left. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so yeah, that's another thing too. I don't want to be that guy either who's just like, oh, well, I did it, but I'm gonna quit. I don't want to tell you that I quit. I don't want to come and on here and tell you that I gave up. You know, it's not a good feeling. So that's why I didn't want to tell you at all. And when you've just started something, literally this morning, it's not like, I don't know. I just have a hard time not sharing things like this. Like when I was pregnant with Rose, I literally told everybody when I was like 6 weeks pregnant. I told my friends and family when I was like 4 or 5 weeks pregnant. Like right after I found out, I told everyone. And then I told the whole internet at 6 weeks pregnant. Like I just can't keep things like that, like big life decisions or life events like that to myself. It's really hard for me. So yeah, I also was wondering the other day, just to be transparent, I was like, am I manic? Because there were just a couple of things that were happening, like dreams that I had and stuff, and I was just like, is that what that is, or was that just a dream? You know, more of the peely base. But yeah, and I've come to the conclusion I'm not manic. So before anybody is like, oh no, bestie, are you manic? No, I'm not. I'm not making any financial decisions. I'm not like obsessing over anybody. It was just literally just a couple dreams that I had that I was like, I woke up and I was just like, what the hell? There were just 2 squirrels under my car and they just booked it. I hope they weren't like chewing on my wires or something. Because it literally, there was like a sound and then 2 squirrels ran out from under my car. Oh, that would piss me off if they chewed on my wires and ruined my fucking car. Oh my God. But anyway, I don't even remember what I was saying. The Squirrelmageddon just happened. And so I have my creatine in here and my pre-workout. And I was supposed to be sipping on this the entire time I talked to you, but I forgot. But anyway, let me know what you think. And if you have something negative to say, I don't want to hear it this time, bestie. You know how sometimes you like tell your friends things and you're like, I really want to hear your opinion about this. And then other times you're like, but if your opinion's bad, like literally don't tell me. Like I don't want to hear it. I just don't. I think what most of you are probably going to say is just like, be careful or something. Maybe just be careful. I don't know. And I'm going to be careful. I promise. And like I said, I have every right to change my mind from 1 minute to the next. And I will not do something if it's not serving me in a healthy way, you know? But at this point, something's got to change, bestie, because your girl is not healthy. She's not healthy, wealthy, rich, that bitch. She is not. And that's all fine and good and fun and dandy. But I just need a kick in the pants. I need a kick in the ass. I need a kick of something to just change my life, change how things are going. You know? I'm almost 30. I mean, I'm not. I'm still 28. But in a year and a half, I'll be 30. And I don't want to enter into my 30th year, new decade, new me, like this or even more unhealthy. I want to go into it being 30, flirty, and thriving, you know? And I don't want to be like this anymore. I don't. There's nothing wrong with it. And I'm not saying like, oh, I'm ugly or I'm fat or whatever. Like, but genuinely, I am unhealthy. Like when I was on the trip, you guys, the last one to North Carolina, we went up a mountain and I was literally like going to die. I was going up this mountain and there was like a bench for people to sit and rest. And it wasn't even a big mountain, girl. It was not. And I was in such rough shape that this lady was like, oh my God, sit down, come here, sit down. It's okay, sit down. We're all resting. And I was like, is it that bad? Like, can people really tell I'm dying? And I'm like, like it was bad, dude. And yeah, like CJ and Rosie were running up the mountain and they were like running. And I was really impressed with CJ that he was able to do that. But the other guy that we were with, Jaden, he is like super fit, has legs that are like 8 feet long. One of his steps is worth like 3 of mine anyway. And I was going so slow and I was literally going to die. And he was so nice to me. He was literally walking behind me. Like, and I was like, I'm so sorry. Like, I'm normally slow, but not like this. Like, what the fuck? And he was like, no, I'm chilling. It's okay. And he was, yeah, like just going out of his way to be like behind me and like go slow and make it seem like, oh yeah, you're fine. But I was like, I'm not fine. Like, I'm embarrassed, you know? It's not like me to not be able to do things like that, not be able to like go up the stairs without being like winded and just all that shit. Like, it's not like me. It's just not. And so I'm ready to make that change and just to be different. And I think I've said that a few times before. I know I have said it a few times before in the last year or two. And I've been like, I'm ready to be different and I'm ready to make a change. And I am, and I have been, but it's just not, it hasn't been enough, you know? And the thing is too, like, when I say that, I mean, when you go at it at a normal, healthy pace, this is going to sound bad, but I don't give a fuck, I'm just talking. If you go about like losing weight at a normal, healthy pace, or like getting fit and strong, because that's my goal. I'm not trying to be skinny mini. I'm trying to be strong as fuck. And if you're going about it in a normal way, where you're still kind of eating the same, you're having cheat meals, you're still drinking alcohol, but you're also like adding the gym and like adding healthier meals here and there. If you're doing that, the progress just doesn't, like, for me, the alcohol and like the ranch dressing ruins it for me, girl. It ruins it because it's so high in calories and so high in like the mayo and ranch and stuff is so high in fat, and I eat so much of it and I can drink so much alcohol that it like ruins all of my progress. So I need something to make me not eat those things and drink those things that are harmful to me, right? And I'm so all or nothing that I can't just be like, oh, well, I'll just save it for special occasions. I'll just only do it once a week. But I don't like rules. So I don't like to tell myself things like that. And then I get to, you know, a Wednesday night with my bestie and she wants to drink wine and talk shit. I'm not going to say no. I'm going to be like, I've got a life here that I'm trying to live and enjoy. And I'm not going to, now the squirrels are sketching me out. Like, I'm not going to deny myself, deprive myself of these joys in life. But if I'm just doing a challenge with a number on it, a set number, 75 days, don't do this, I can do that. But I can't, I can do those rules, but I can't do the, oh, just cut down. I can't do it. And I'm working on it, but I just can't. So right now, something is better than nothing. All is better than nothing. I'm going to do something. I'm going to do it all the way. So, and that's that, bestie. I hope you understand. And this is not about to become like all I talk about or my entire personality or anything like that. Pinky promise. But it is something that I will be bringing up. So, yeah. I don't know. Does any of that make sense? Do you guys hear me? You hear what I'm saying? I hope you do. I love you guys. If you're still watching this video, leave me an orange heart in the comments down below. It really helps me out, and it also helps me to see who the real ones are. Okay? Helps me to see that. So thank you. There's an orange car, randomly bright orange car driving past. It's a sign. Orange is the color of the day. Anyway, I love you. Thank you for listening. I'll let you know how it goes and what I'm thinking. I'm sorry for ghosting you for a week. I didn't mean to. I've just been so in my head and overthinking everything. Being like, they don't want to hear this. They don't care. Then I just don't talk to you at all, and that's not fair. So I love you. I'll be more consistent, I promise. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.